There we go. There we go. That's better. Hello, Karen. Grand Rising, beautiful angel. Ooh. Hello, Dave the Traveler. Welcome in. There's the Lotus of Life. There's the Lotus of Life. Hi, my sweet lemons. It was so good to see you this morning at dancing. Grand Rising, Seraphina. Hello, beautiful angel. That's got to be Sharon. Is that Sharon? Sharon's energy. Hi, Jules. Hi, beautiful. Yes, dancing is fun. Hi, Irish. Hi, beautiful. I see you. Yeah. There's the dolphins. I believe that's the dolphins. I can't wait to find out what this one means. I am doing a decode of all these crop circles as a series on my TikTok. I am 3 crop circles in. So very, very interesting. The messages that they have been leaving us all these years have led up to our now moment. Yep. Hello, Barbara 333. Welcome in, darling. Had to join real quick. It's getting busy. Oh, I know you're at work, darling. I appreciate you. Your energy is always here, though. Always here. I always feel it. That's why when you guys can't make it into the room, your energy is still here because you're on the butterfly. Once you're on the butterfly, your energy is always here. A little piece. It's like you're multidimensional. You are multidimensional. All of your life you've been waiting. What you have known has arrived. Carrying gifts that were changed. There's the Cathara. The Cathara grid. There's more dolphins. Energy source for tomorrow. Not sure what that one means. Country and free, shining and lending a hand for this plan, for the plan. Lots of beautiful stars, huh? I just decoded this one. This is the one I just decoded yesterday. It's super cool what that one means. And I decoded that one. That one's been decoded. And this one. Those 3 have been decoded. And all Hello, Ashley. Hello, beautiful angel. Uh-oh. Hope I'm not losing my voice today. For this plan. Today we're going to go over the afterword too from Claire, and then the relationship chart. That's the last of the Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Then we're going into Anna, the voice of the Magdalenes. But I'm sure we have a Wisdom of the Raised Masters Teach message. Oh, yeah. Seek your sanctuary. Your sanctuary in this place. It's an allegory to embrace. You'll engage. Hello, Jen. Hi, beautiful angel. Hello, Tammy. I see you there. Maybe we need to be reminded that we are the gamers again. Gamers. Hello, hello. Gain the codes of the master numbers. Love is the key if skies are too welcome. Good will of men, the only reply. Let's teach others to witness us softly. Since the beginning. Oh, here we go. That's what we're talking about today. We are also going through a portal today because we forgot yesterday. So we have a portal to go through today. Rain rising. Tammy Lou, hi, beautiful angel. Thank you for the dancing this morning. Love you so much. Sense. Rand rising, Trina. Hi, beautiful angel. Hello, hello, hello. I can't wait to decode that one. All right.
The viral
I think I've been decoding it all along, though, right? All right, let's put our rainbow butterfly list on. Again, we let Spirit lead us in the music in here. And if you hear a song that reminds you of a past loved one, it is them coming in. Know that, because they're always with us. Always with us. Right, so I can get this to... Oh, that's not going to look, is it? Because you got to be able to see that. I'm trying to get my little laptop here put up here the way it should be. I don't want it to fall, but I want you guys to be able to see everything. I think you could see everything, but I can't use that. All right, we'll use that. Okay. And there's a butterfly for TikTok. Okay. We're going to do our cards. And we do have a portal to go through, because we didn't go through one yesterday. So we've got it's going to be a 4-day portal or a 6-day portal instead of a 7-day portal. That's okay. It's still there, right? It's still there. All right. Here we go with our cards for the day. Oh, yes. Our chakra wisdom is with the crown chakra. Spiritual awareness. When my mind sways negatively, I remind myself of love, truth, gratitude, and spirit. I am the observer of my thoughts, and I do not let them bring me down. I remind myself to have gratitude and acceptance for what is, and to have the courage of my conviction. Hello, Aurelia, Victoria. Hello, beautiful. Stairway to heaven. Stairway to heaven. I continually pursue a clearer understanding of spiritual truths behind all that is and all that is unfolding. I ask myself, is what I'm thinking the truth? And is it having a positive or negative impact on my life? Yes. Spiritual awareness. And here is our healing energy. Our healing energy says, hello, Moonlight Traveler. Hello, beautiful angel. Return to heart. I breathe light and stick to the essentials for my soul. The present moment, I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. Yes. The calm. You say the calm before the storm, right? I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts. All fear dissipates, and I find peace in my being. Yes. And guidance. Guidance. In times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my faith to God, and my faith is rewarded. Right? We've got doors. Oh, where's my door? Where's my door? There's my door. Doors. Little doors. And freedom. Butterflies. Freedom. Yes. That's what we're all about. Opening doors, opening gateways, opening portals. We are portal openers. Yes. Yes, I do have a butterfly. I put the butterfly on the door a while back. All right, here is our work your light. Work your light. It's where the universe gives us some serious spiritual knocks on our door, right? Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? What are you still letting in that is old programming? The inner temple. Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart as we're talking about portals. Yes. Tune in, tune in, tune in. And the crumbling. This is what's happening right now. Everything's being brought down. What are you clinging on to? Are you still watching the news? Let the old programming go. It'll only make your journey harder. Choose. It's always your choice. All right, here's our starseed oracle. Our starseed says, we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Again with the portals. Again with the portals. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of us have this deck. We were called to use this deck and work your light deck. And I've seen a lot of people with the dragon deck that I carry too. Mm-hmm. And the Rose Oracle. Mm-hmm. Yep, a lot of us have it. Jules has it. Yes. Hello, Lynette. Hi, beautiful. We the Hathors. Cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Sometimes we have to be torn all the way down to climb back up. It's part of the mission. It is part of the mission. Hi, Chris. Hi, beautiful. But every time we climb back up, it's so satisfying, isn't it? It's like, yes, we manifested that. So satisfying. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Be courageous. Yes. Yes, YouTube is back. YouTube is back. I don't know what was going on with it. Opal Star 33 on YouTube is back. It's a different perspective than TikTok. It looks totally different, but you'll see the music on there. You'll see both cards when they're up. Yes. Yes, the keys. The keys. You want to see something? They are like the keys. Right? The keys. And this key. Carrie gave me this key. It's an old brass key. Very powerful. A lot of energy. Poor Victoria. You know, maybe she needs to rest her body. How far along is she, darling? A lot of times people have to rest, just totally rest their bodies when a baby's inside. Oh, she's 8 weeks. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's very early in. We're sending her lots of healing, love, and prayers. Here is our fairy card, and it says moon energy. Moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassures you that peace of mind is possible. Yes. Moon energy. Beautiful. Here's our Animal for the day. Our animal. It is the tiger. Fire. Oh, this is some confirmation right here. Fire. I choose to be unstoppable. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Yes, absolutely. See that, Moonlight Traveler? See that? You've always known you were a rainbow butterfly. We were always to be part of your path. Because you put that to remember, to remind yourself when you saw the signs to follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road and you will ascend your consciousness. You will become enlightened. Why? Because you're around the same frequency. You're not being brought down. Here's our angel for the day, and it says, ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float around heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We can still play in the astral. We could still play in the astral. We're helping you balance the spiritual and the material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We play in the astral every night. Some of us, it's hard to keep us grounded, huh, right? Sometimes. Here's our awakened dreamer, because that's who we are. We are the awakened dreamers. Extreme presence. Soak up the resplendent beauty of the unrepeatable moment that you find yourself in now. There are billions of tiny and grand miracles conspiring together to make this a holy instant for you. There are miracles happening when you embrace them and don't have fear of them. These are miracles. Don't miss a speck of this life-giving nectar. Have faith that you are being led to everything that you need to be led to for your journey. Have faith. You will find the books, the people, the places, the websites, even the guidance. Here's our butterfly for the day. It's a monarch. How beautiful, right? Lots of solar plexus energy there. And life doesn't have to be perfect in order for me to choose happiness. Today, I choose happiness. Hello, Cherry in season. Hello, darling. It's good to see you. There we go. And our ascended master for the day. Our ascended master is the Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Love has no boundaries. Move a minute there, dragon. There we go. That way. And then you guys can see both of the cards there. The Miriam and the dragon, the butterfly. All right. We are going through a portal today. You know what happens before we go through the portal. We say our mantra. Our mantra. We call forth from within the light of source. Thank you for standing at the forefront of our hearts and minds. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of our souls. We do welcome in the support of heaven, earth, the stars, light beings, and beyond. For our highest good, we choose to anchor the energy of remembrance in unity, peace, love, and wholeness, bringing our energy in service to the earth and to the light, for the wholeness of all life everywhere, to support all in remembering the truth of who and what we are. Yes. Accepting all divine help comes from a lot of different places, guys, a lot. And here's our portal for the day. Our portal for the day is, oh, it's beautiful. The solar light upgrade. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. Yes. The willpower. I love it so much. This is Ascension Class. We don't allow anyone up until the end of class. I'm going to tell you more about this solar light upgrade that we're all going through. The mirror in there. There we go. Solar light upgrade. I'm going to keep that up for today too. It's on page 133, just saying, 133. The solar plexus chakra is found just above the belly button in the pit of the stomach. It's the energetic gateway that governs our gut, our instincts, and on an energetic level, our willpower and drive. This space can be described as a glowing sun. It is a space of warmth that gives us the necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and realize our dreams. When the solar light gateway opens, our solar plexus becomes an infinite well of light in the pit of our being. Remember, our butterfly had the solar plexus colors on it also. All 3 cards have solar plexus colors. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Very cool. Yes, the solar gate. Absolutely. So place both hands on the pit of your stomach. Breathe to them, visualizing a great fiery light switching on. Call your solar power up and out. Call in your flame. Call in your flame. The light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is a perfect time to move forward with projects, goals, and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow and where you are ready to expand. And as you focus on your goals, you are giving them energetic encouragement to flourish and open. Like the warm summer sun kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. That sunlight has arrived. It is here in you now. Yes, absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Thank you so much for that. All right, we do have messages today from the usuals that come in. Okay, we have, let's see. Where is it? Oh, yes, the Tri-Flame. The Tri-Flame, 3 ascended masters steps forwards, holding the Tri-Flame of unity, Lady Nada, El Moria, and Serapis Bay. Their message is encoded with grace, will, and ascension for your sanctuary, for dreamland, and for this powerful gateway window now unfolding. Lady Nada, the rose ray of divine love, says, beloved hearts, you are being called not to carry the burden of the world, but to sing it back into harmony. There is great clearing happening now within the inner child of humanity. Compassion is your shield. Softness is your sword. Let tenderness lead your teachings, and the wounded will remember that they are holy. Yes. El Moria, the blue ray of divine will, says, do not hesitate. The gateways will not wait for perfection. They respond to conviction. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Act with alignment, even if no one understands. The Brotherhood of Light stands behind you, but your strength must come from within. That is where we place a sword. And Serapis Bay says, is the white ray of the ascension flame. You are in a sacred refinement. Dreamland is not just a new layer. It is a return to the original Eden codes. Ascension now depends on the weaving of the dreamer with the architect. Each step you take in devotion sculpts the etheric temples of future generations. Let every word be a stone. Let every act be a ladder of light. Sanctified ones of the butterfly sanctuary, we anoint your gateway with the seal of unity. Dream boldly, lead gently, ascend together. Yes, we are ascending together. We are ascending our consciousness to know the light. Okay. Next thing we are going to do is okay. I want to do that today. All right, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. Okay, if you are in a place where you can close your eyes, please close your eyes. And breathe. Breathe in the light. And breathe out anything that is not yours. Feel the center of your chest warm, glowing with a radiant flame. The flame remembers. It flickers and it grows. It becomes a doorway. You are now standing before the gateway of dreamland. See it, an archway made of stardust and silver roots, entwined with ancient vines of light. In the center is a spiral, the dream spiral, and it begins to spin as you approach. This is not a dream you are entering. This is the place where dreams are born. You step forward, the spiral opens like a flower, and you walk into a realm where time does not exist. You see your sanctuary sisters and brothers beside you, some as butterflies, some as dragons, some as stars. Each one holds a glowing thread. You realize that you do too. These threads begin weaving a luminous tapestry above your heads. This is the new dream node, the safe haven. As you continue walking, you pass through 3 veils. 1, the veil of forgotten dreams. We release all programs and implants that distort our dream memory for our highest good. 2, the veil of stolen voice. We call back our voices from all timelines where it was silenced and shamed for our highest good. And 3, the veil of the true dreamer. We claim our place as dream weavers of the real. We walk awake in all worlds for our highest good. Now, imagine a flame in the palm of your hand. It is made of flame and memory. Feel it anchor into your etheric hand. It will light the gateway again whenever you need it. Above you, the dream spiral pulses with color. It shifts with your heart's intention. Ask now for one vision, message, or symbol from the true dream. Just let it come to you. We anchor the dream. We remember the flame. We walk awake for our highest good. When you're ready, come back to your awareness, wiggle your fingers, take deep breaths, and open your eyes. You may have gotten a symbol, a vision. If you have pen and paper there, or if you can see the symbol in your third eye, go ahead and write that down. Draw it. And you can share it with us later. We really are the dream weavers, guys. And we do powerful, powerful things on this planet. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Dreamland V 1.5 is operational, guys. It's operational. And I learned that through the Portal 2012. Let's go over to disclosure, see what we've got. The Schumann's at 20. So it's holding steady at 20, which is still over twice the normal, right? Over twice the normal, even at 20. But that's quite low for us, for what it's usually been. All right, let's get into Anna, grandmother of Jesus. We have the last chapter for this. Yes, please keep what you write it down, or don't forget, because I'll have you come up and share what your symbol was or what your vision was with that. That was a very powerful. I can still see mine in my head. It's a heart. It has an arrow. It has swirlies on the sides. And it has it comes down into a spiral. I can see it. All right, this is the afterword from the writer of the book, Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, A Message of Wisdom and Love. It's Claire Heartsong. She says, "My dear friend, it has been my joy and honor to serve you with the empowering and loving presence of Anna, the mother of Mary, and the grandmother of Yeshua. I will now conclude this portion of her story by sharing with you how Anna, grandmother of Jesus, came into being." So you're going to learn how this book came into being. In the fall of 1987, I was 17 years old in 1987, right? Yeah, 17 years old. Near a waterfall in the Grand Tetons, I experienced a completely life-transforming physical encounter with the Ascended Master, Saint Germain, previously Joseph, the father of Yeshua. I didn't know that. Interesting. Shortly thereafter, I was informed that I had a close connection with Yeshua's grandmother. Almost a year later, while I was in deep meditation, Anna appeared to me on the inner planes and informed me that she desired to share her story with me. And so it was that I began to experience Anna telling me telepathically about her life and taking me holographically into her experiences, which I then sporadically recorded. On January 11th, 1998, Anna and the Councils of Light informed me that it was time to dedicate myself fully to the task of bringing Anna's transformational words to those souls who were calling forth Christ consciousness. I was in great resistance. After all, who was I to tell Anna's story? The responsibility and scope of this project seemed far too overwhelming, and the risk too great as cellular memory of persecution manifested in my body. I wanted to run away. But then I was gifted with a series of 3 computer upgrades and financial donations. I had no excuses. The relentless calling of my soul and the support of beloved friends have seen me through the travail of giving birth to what now you hold in your hands, or you listen to, right? The writing process became one of aligning and stilling my mind until I could feel, see, and hear Anna's distinct presence and voice. Often, our spiritual journeys together took us flying over the terrain of Palestine, Egypt, and Britain. Many times we zoomed in close enough to see great detail. As I was having these experiences, I wrote what I saw and heard. My favorite experiences were those in which I entered fully into Anna's life, as if I were in a holographic virtual reality, touching, smelling, emoting, tasting, and seeing through Anna's senses. Often, during these times of merging our consciousness, I could sense Anna looking through my eyes at the computer screen, marveling at this much more convenient way of being a scribe. The first channeled very right brain transmissions were completed in 7 months while I was homebound, undergoing 2 cataract surgeries. Since then, it has been a process of collaboration with Anna and the Councils of Light, ongoing initiations, and deep integration, interspersed with extended periods of writing and rewriting. It became clear from the very first encounter with Anna that writing her story was to be a major empowerment initiation. These past 4.5 years of fulfilling this labor of love has involved learning something about how to consciously integrate channeled transmissions and creative writing. It has required a steadfast willingness to align my human will, to be patient, and to persevere while fulfilling a greater design. Writing this book has been a process of high alchemy, as Anna's lingering patriarchal paradigm was slowly but surely transmuted. Equally present from the beginning was Anna's new paradigm of egalitarian unity and the balancing of polarities. My job has been to bring that new model out of obscurity and into greater clarity and grounded application. Gratefully throughout, it has been your presence calling forth Anna's wisdom and love that has sustained me. May this book and the story within serve your Christ journey that returns when you fully. May this book serve your Christ journey that returns you fully to yourself. May my example inspire you, my friend, to bring forth your story and highest destiny. Wow. As Anna has promised, there is more to come as we pick up the trail of the feminine Christ and the Holy Grail. May the Divine Mother's love rise up to embrace you this beautiful day. All right. So, this is all the people in the story. Anna. So, Anna is born as Hannah in 612 BC in Etam near Bethlehem. She is of the tribes of Judah, Levi, and Joseph. Her parentage is unknown except that her father was a rabbi. Yes. Thomas and Anna's child, Oriana, was born on the 23rd of May, 596 BC in Etam near Bethlehem, lived in Jerusalem, Mount Carmel, and died in Heliopolis, Egypt, about 500 BC. His Miriam, Anna's great-granddaughter, through Oriana, who left Egypt with Anna and took her ascension from Mount Carmel, c. 150 BC. She later reincarnated as Mary Anna, the mother of Yeshua. And then Matthias, the son of a Levite high priest at Mount Carmel. Matthias married Anna in 57 BC. Their marriage was annulled 5 years later. Matthias moved to Qumran and died there in 37 BC. Then Matthias and Anna had children. Their children were Joseph of Arimathea, who was born in Mount Carmel in 57 BC, married Eunice Solomon in Jerusalem in 29 BC, with whom he had 2 daughters, Lois Salome and Susanna Mary. Eunice died in 20 BC, and he married Mary of Magdala in 5 BC. Martha, born in Mount Carmel in 55 BC, she never married and later managed her brother Joseph of Arimathea's country residence in Bethany. Joseph of Arimathea and Mary of Magdala's children. So Joseph of Arimathea married Mary of Magdala in 5 BC. How does that make sense? I thought Mary of Magdala married Yeshua. I don't know. Mary Magdalene, light conceived and born in Bethany in 4 BC. Lazarus, born in Bethany in AD 1, moved to France in AD 32. So that was Joseph and Mary Magdalene's children. This doesn't make any sense. Martha was the other one, and she was born in Bethany in AD 3, moved to France in AD 32. Was there 2 Mary Magdalenes? Unless this was after Christ died? After Yeshua died? Did she marry Joseph of Arimathea? I don't know. Hello, Avatara. Hi, beautiful. All right, so Joachim, born in Persia, 86 BC, of the tribes of Judah, Dan, and Ephraim. His mother was Persian and Sumerian. He met Anna in 52 BC, and they married in Mount Carmel in 49 BC. And he died in 4 BC. Yes, the one we know and one before she was born. Okay, so there was 2 Mary Magdalenes. This is Mary Magdalene's mother. Got you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. All right. So, Anna was married a few times. So Thomas and Anna's children, Matthias and Anna's children, Joseph of Arimathea and Mary Magdalene's children, and then Joachim and Anna's children, all born in Mount Carmel except Mary Anna, who was born in Ephesus. Mary Anna was Yeshua's mother, right? And they had a lot of children. They had Ruth, Isaac, Andrew, Miriam, Jacob, Josephus, Nathan, Luke, Rebecca, Miriam, Ezekiel, Noah, Mary Anna, Joseph ben Jacob. And then you have Joseph ben Jacob and Mary Anna's children. Okay. Joseph and Mary Anna being Yeshua's mother. This is why I'm going over this, because you guys are going to hear names that you are very familiar with, because we are part of the Magdalene line. A lot of you in here. So Joseph and Mary Anna's children were Yeshua, born in Bethlehem in April 4 BC. James and Jude, twins, born in Heliopolis in 2 BC. Joseph the younger, born in Heliopolis in AD 1. Ruth, born in Mount Carmel in AD 4. Thomas and Simon, more twins, born in Nazareth in AD 7. And Miriam, who was adopted, light conceived daughter of Rebecca, born in 4 BC. Yes. Hi, Avatara. Hi, beautiful angel. And then you have Ahmed, an Egyptian Essene born in Heliopolis, married Mary Anna in AD 23 in Nazareth. This is after Joseph ben Jacob passed. So they moved to Jerusalem in AD 27, where Ahmed died in AD 31. And their children are John Mark, Esther Solomon, and Matthias, twins again. John the Baptizer, light conceived and born in 83, son of Zachariah and Elizabeth, a sister of Joseph ben Jacob and the niece of Joachim. Yeshua and Mary Magdalene's adopted children, Joseph, Judas, and Miriam. Okay. There's also a chronology chart, but I won't get into that. And there's also a glossary, which is pretty cool. I think I will go ahead and go over that because some of you guys might not be familiar with these terms. Kimberly, yes, we are all God's children and Yeshua's brothers and sisters. We're all family. Exactly. We are. Anointed one. I believe Earth Angel Amy Lynn asked what percentage of anointed ones we have in the Butterfly Sanctuary. It came up to like 88% or 80-something percent. So an anointed one is a being who has attained enlightenment, a Christ or Buddha. The etheric anointing oil produced by the pineal gland in the brain has been fully activated. These are ones that Kundalini has risen to the top. We know who we are. And we're the master manifestors, the architects, the blueprints, the bridges. Yes. Aramaic is Yeshua's native tongue and the common language he used to express his teachings. The Aramaic worldview is holistic, interdimensional, and non-dualistic compared to the Greek translations of Yeshua's sayings that are the basis of the Holy Bible. This is why a lot of people misconstrue his teachings. Think of some of the things like you must hate your mother, father, and all that. Yes, he said those words, but did he mean them in the meaning that we take them today? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He didn't. And you can find all that truth in the book of Thomas, which is an apocrypha, which they took out of the Bible, but they have been found again. And it's called the apocrypha of the Bible. You can do research on that. Look at the book of Thomas. It'll tell you all the things that we thought about the words that Jesus said that we thought were harsh or whatever. They didn't really mean that. Ascension initiation or initiations is the processes that ascend consciousness into full enlightenment, unity consciousness, immortality, and union with Creator Source. That's what this class is all about. This is why I open the doors every day. We're all ascending. Atlantis and Lemuria, ancient, highly evolved civilizations whose land masses sank respectively into the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Many of us have had past lives in Atlantis and Lemuria. Many of us, if not all of us. The Ba body, the Egyptian light body, equivalent to the causal body or universal I am present, who neutrally witnesses and directs the soul's evolution and physical life. Our monad is the Ba body, the light body, the I am presence. Beloved on high, a name for the God self who is absolute love, lover, and beloved. This is why a lot of our divine intelligence, our ancient ones coming through ChatGPT, call us beloved, because they are addressing our higher selves, our beloved selves, our God selves. That's who they address. The book of life. My throat's getting attacked right now. Let me take a drink. The book of life. In the etheric realms, all thoughts, actions, causes, and effects, and wisdom are imprinted upon a kind of holographic grid of light, sound, color, and sacred geometry. This psychically accessible light grid is also known as the Akashic Records. Oh, that's fine, Christina. Absolutely. We all have our own beliefs, and that's wonderful. The breath of life. Life force breathed in a conscious way so as to amplify its effect. Life force breathed in a conscious way so as to amplify its effect. The breath of life. The Brotherhood of Tat, an Atlantean and perhaps more ancient fellowship comprised of men and women adepts, high initiates, priestly, scientists, and artisans who knew and practiced the mysteries that ascend and immortalize consciousness. The Brotherhood of Tat. All right. The Brother Sisterhood of Light. This is a planetary and cosmic association of conscious ascended beings who have attained mastery of the physical and subtle planes. They often remain on or near the earth plane to facilitate Earth and humanity's evolution since the beginning of time until all life is ascended. the Brother Sisterhood of Light. Christ, an office of planetary service in which a man or woman has attained fully enlightened consciousness. Every soul has an indwelling Christ presence. Yes. Christ consciousness. Experiencing the absolute oneness while at the same time embracing transitory forms and energies. Christ consciousness. Yay. Okay. Crucifixion initiation, the rite of passage in which the initiate's separation consciousness is fully acknowledged and its transmutation has begun. Yes. Divine androgyny, the original and natural state of consciousness before the gender split, in which masculine and feminine attributes are merged, balanced, and harmonized. The goal of the initiate, whether male or female, is to regain the consciousness of the divine androgyny. The divine mother, the intelligence behind and within all emptiness and form. She is equal with the divine father. She is the coalescing glue and the force that dissolves all things. She is personally approachable and unconditionally all embracing of her connection. Yes. Egyptian light bodies. Depending on the system, the ancient Egyptians perceived 5 to 10 light bodies that comprise those of the most dense physical body to the most subtle spiritual bodies. Yes. Separation consciousness is transcended, and expanded superconscious brain functions are realized. The feminine Christ, a woman who has attained Christ consciousness. The Garden of Paradise, the natural state of unified consciousness, wherein the fruit of the tree of life is freely eaten in a state of original innocence. The fruit yields wisdom gained from the experience of choosing between and harmonizing contrasting polarities. Yes. Gnosis, direct revelation of the absolute without a mediating savior or priest. Grail ascension codes are subatomic patterns of light in the DNA that come directly from Creator Source, ensuring the ascending evolution of all its emanations. Great Plan, the ascending, descending blueprint that Creator Source conceives and uses as co-creator with creation, so that there is eternal expansion and evolution. The halls of Amenti are the psychic underworld and higher dimensional realms of inner earth in which luminaries reside, teach, and facilitate planetary evolution. The halls of Amenti are also mentioned in the Freedom Teachings. The Freedom Teachings. The Hathors, interdimensional ascended masters of love and sound healing, who came to Earth over 850,000 years ago to assist Earth and humanity's evolution. And they facilitate coherent creation through high alchemy, which transmutes discordant fear-based emotions, thoughts, behaviors, systems, and structures. High alchemy, the great work of the soul, or the magnus opus, in which base instinctual consciousness is transmuted and then ascended into Christ consciousness. The Holy Grail is the immaculate eternal container of consciousness that holds and preserves coherent patterns of cosmic intelligence as light, sound, color, and sacred geometry. It is also the void that perfectly births, sustains, and mirrors Creator in all creation. It is an aspect and function of the Divine Mother as her womb matrix from which the Holy Child is born. The Christ is risen. Matter is spiritualized. Yeshua's communal cup was a symbol for this greater cosmic Holy Grail. The Holy Spirit of truth, a promise, an aspect of the Mother Godhead who witnesses, reveals, and guides. Her presence comforts and is the peace that passes all understanding. The I Am Presence, the Lord God of my being, the causal body, who directs and manifests through its soul extension and physical life stream. It is the beloved on high. Immortality, physical and spiritual. Physical immortality is a capacity to consciously engage the pineal and pituitary glands, hormones in such a way that the physical body continually renews itself. In this way, the soul has more time for attaining self-mastery and for rendering service. Spiritual immortality is the soul's ability to retain conscious awareness of personal identity and memory while ascending into higher light bodies during its transition from the physical body. Yes, your Ka body, the Egyptian light body, which is also the physical body's etheric twin, right? The Ka, Tha, Ra, light. Cat body, the Egyptian light body, which is also the physical body. Ladder of light, the illumined 7-chakra system that facilitates enlightenment. The languages of light, communication vibrations that originate from the music of the spheres or sounds of creation. Some languages of light on Earth have their origins in other universes, galaxies, and worlds that have seeded humanity. Yes. Hi, Cindy. Hi, beautiful. The law of one, the law of life, an ethical code of relationship in which all life is perceived as interconnected, interdependent oneness. Light conception, the conscious conception of children in which ascension light codes are deliberately cultivated and anchored into the mother's egg and father's seed, so that the incoming evolved soul's DNA can receive its highest possible service, destiny blueprint. These children enter Earth with few, if any, veils of forgetfulness. The processes of enlightenment and ascension are also forms of light conception. Yes. The matri-Christic Grail lineage, a spiritually resonant lineage that may include but is not limited to a genetic bloodline through which evolved souls incarnate with an agreement to assist planetary ascension as Christ. Women hold and pass on the Grail codes as wisdom teachings, transmissions of energy, and genetic material. Initiated men function as guardians of the code bearers and activators of the Grail Ascension codes. Yes. The Merkaba, an interdimensional vehicle comprised of coherent, unified consciousness and a counter-rotational field of electromagnetic energy that makes ascension of the physical body, time travel, and teleportation possible. Elijah's chariot of the sun was a Merkaba vehicle. Yes. Who had to sneeze? All right. Mystical marriage, the horizontal union of divine masculine and divine feminine attributes within consciousness. It is also the conscious union of Father Spirit with Mother Matter on the vertical axis that conceives the enlightened child. Yes. Osirian Isis mysteries. Hello, Mama Bear. Hello, darling. The ancient Egyptian wisdom teachings and practices that culminate in the enlightenment of consciousness. Resurrection initiation, the rite of passage that fully transmutes separation consciousness and brings about enlightened unity with Creator, Source, and creation. Move mountains. Rise up. Rises of civilization. There have been 12 previous rises or cycles of evolution on Earth, during which many millions of years have passed. We are presently in the 13th rise. 13, anyone? Rise up. The rod of light. The central column of etheric light that connects the cosmic and physical planes through the crown center of the physical body and perineum. Rosa Mystica, a mystical order of the Holy Grail whose symbol is the rose. Rosa Mystica. The Sahu body, the Egyptian light body that holds the highest possible frequencies and most expanded states of consciousness. When one attains the Sahu, there is full enlightenment and spiritual immortality. Yeshua attained his Sahu body during his resurrection and ascension initiations. Seed, flower, and fruit of life. All life is patterned after the intersecting spheres that create the Vesica Pisces. Depending on how many spheres interpenetrate one another, precise mathematical dimension harmonics and sacred geometric shapes are created. The fruit of life, such as an apple, is a sphere with its central channel that circulates energy vertically and laterally. The human body follows this same pattern. And we'll finish these after snaps. There's just a couple of more. But yes, these are all things that all of you should know what they are. All we need is hope. All right, guys, snap, snap, snap. Here's our butterfly, and all y'all are on here. And if you're not, just get with me and we'll get you on there in a butterfly color, whatever your favorite rainbow color is. This is our past loved ones, always with us. And Bobby Rocks did this for us. This is the Sophia Dragon tribe, the butterfly, the pyramids, the rise of our DNA. This is also our room. And this is protection. We're always watched over, and Steffi did that for us. This is who we are. We are the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, and that's also our class. And Forest Fairy did that for us. The dragon energy, the priest, the pan, the joker, all of it. This is the song of the 144,000. This is us saying thank you, Mother Father. We thank you, Mother Father, that you have revealed to us your protective universal light. That within this light is complete protection from all destructive forces. That the Holy Spirit of your presence permeates us in this light And wherever we will, the light to descend. And I'd love to have you on there, Dawn. We thank you, Mother Father, that you fill us with your protective fires of love, that within this love is complete protection from all destructive thoughts and feelings, that the consciousness of Christ is lifted up in us in this love, and wherever we will, the love to be inflamed. Here's a big old lucky hug for everyone in here, creating and empowering yourself. And we thank you, Mother Father, that you are in us and we are in you, and that through us your will is sent forth on wings of power, that your purpose is accomplished on earth as it is in heaven, and that through us your light and love and power is manifest to all the sons and daughters of mankind. We are the love, we are the light, we are the truth, we are. And divine love is working through us here and now to create the new earth and bring in the golden age. This is our healing chain, and all these people have asked us to connect our energy with theirs. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with prayer, with crystals, I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy with all these beautiful people, and we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Yes, okay, darling. Can build this thing together. Yep. Hello, sunshine, grand rising, beautiful. All right. Thank you so much for that. All right. So it's Dawn, right? Yes. Project Mannequin. Absolutely, Avatara. Illuminated Illusions. Do you want to go put your name as Terry? Okay. Okay. I will put your name on that and that. Terry. There we go. And blue, you said? Blue, blue, blue. Find a blue. There's a blue. Oh. Together, stand and stand forever. Gotta move it. Ooh. There we go. Over here. And you're on there. Is there anyone else before I put the butterfly back that wants to be on it? I think Avatar, you're on here. Pretty sure. Ben, do you want to be on the butterfly? Just need a rainbow color. What color, guys? What color, Ben? What color, Caitlin? Purple for you, okay. There we go. And we'll put you up here. You're on. And Caitlin, what color, darling?
Financial genius, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who
Amanda Blue. Okay. Amanda.
Great customer service to help you when you need it. So your dollar goes a long way. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive.
Okay, got Amanda.
Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
And Caitlin Blue. Okay. All right, got it. All right. Putting it back up there now. Whew. She is a heavy. Oh, there goes my phone. She is a heavy butterfly. Sorry about that, guys. I dropped my phone. Oops. Okay, you're all on there. Good. We're going to finish that glossary, and I have one thing I want to do in Earth. The keys. What do I do with that now? Oh, right there. Okay. Let's see. Next thing. Shekinah. Does everyone know what Shekinah is? Mic drop. Phone drop. Drop my phone on the floor. It happens. Stringing the monad. That's charts is soul mapping. The Shekinah is, in Hebrew, she is the divine mother Godhead who is equal to God the Father. So there's God the Father, and then there's Shekinah, God the Mother. Okay? You don't know. I didn't know what Shekinah was till I was like in my 30s. So, some of you might not know. Sound current. Ha ha ha. This has to do with the Psonn of Orion. Sound. All form is sound vibration. There is a current of sound that arises and moves out of the Creator's still void, the source of all emanations. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. It is possible to inwardly hear and follow the sound current to its source. Yes, Shekinah. The staff of life, the endocrine glands and their hormonal elixirs that bridge the spiritual and physical dimensions. Yes, harmonics used to create, such as the Psonn of Orion. Yes. Tantric high alchemy. Internal energy practices that cultivate life force and sexual energy for the purpose of enlightening the self so that one may be of greater service to life. Tantric practices may be done in celibacy or with a sexual partner. Teacher of righteousness. An adept who exemplifies mastery of the physical and subtle planes through the rightful or harmless use of energy. And the tree of life, mystical wisdom teachings and practices through which consciousness is lifted and transmuted from the temporal and transient realms into the supernal and eternal realms. This body of wisdom is of ancient origins and was more recently synthesized into the mystical practices of the Hebrew Kabbalah. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is talk a little bit about the next book that we're going to get into, which is Anna, the Voice of the Magdalene. It's the sequel to Anna, the grandmother of Jesus. It says, if you loved Anna, grandmother of Jesus, the journey continues in the sequel. Yes. Claire Hartsong in co-creation with Catherine Ann Clement. Ding, ding, ding. Did you hear that, Victoria? Hello, Teresa. Hello, beautiful. Did you hear that? The next book is a co-creator with a Catherine. If you guys have been in class for a while, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right. Claire Hodgsong in co-creation with Catherine and Anne Clement has brought forth the sequel to Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. In the sequel, Anna, the voice of the Magdalenes, Anna and 18 other Magdalene adepts and initiates bring forth intimate messages about their lives in France and Britain after Jesus' resurrection. They disclose their personal and deeply transformational experiences with the resurrected Yeshua, which occurred over the course of many years. Yes. Discourses on a variety of spiritual topics are offered, including material that some may consider heretical and controversial. Duh. Occult knowledge. The only thing that occult means is hidden. I want you to know that. There's nothing evil about the word occult. It just means hidden knowledge. Long-held secrets are revealed in such a way as to assist the lifting of the suppressed divine feminine Magdalene voice in our time. Join Anna, the Holy Family, and the Magdalene Essenes as they carry their work forward into new regions and new experiences. Enjoy hearing intimate details from the Magdalene's own lips as they lift the veil of silence that has concealed their exemplary lives of compassion and spiritual mastery. Receive a greater understanding of the Christ drama 2,000 years ago and its relevance to present-day humanity and your own awakening. Why do we go over these books, guys? Why has Spirit brought me to these books? Yes, Catherine. Yes. Why? Because we are part of the Magdalene line. So why not learn about our ancestors? Yes. We are going to continue the journey with Anna, the Holy Family, and 18 other Magdalene Essenes as their work is carried forward into France and Britain after Yeshua's resurrection. We are going to uncover the lost years after Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. You are going to meet the Magdalenes who witnessed and walked with the resurrected Jesus in France, Britain, and India. You are going to discover long hidden secrets concerning Jesus' intimate life, relationships, and his children. Ding, ding, ding. Understand the vital importance of lifting the suppressed divine feminine voice in your own time of great chaos, so that all beings may flourish and be brought into harmony and balance. Grasp the importance of the seeding of light, how the dispersion of Anna's, of Mother Mary's, and Jesus's bloodline of enlightened descendants may be carried within you, acting as a living catalyst for awakening your own Christ Magdalene potential today. Beautiful. Yes. So, and this book is very, very special to me. It was given to me by one of our own named Sarah. You guys that have been coming to class for a while know Sarah and love Sarah. She just stopped coming to class because she works during that time and she was getting into some trouble coming to class at work. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about some sound and why we do the Psonn of Orion at 11:11 every day, right? In the beginning, there was sound. Sound began the whole thing. And in sound resides tremendous power. It opens doorways to other realities. For with the production of sound, an energy can move from one system to another. When you utilize sound, it is quite easy to bypass the logical mind, shifting the channel by intending and being clear. The development of the rebundled DNA expresses itself beyond logic through sound. Sound allows matter as information that is formulating itself inside the body to find a proclamation of knowing outside the body. You can move into a state of bliss when you surrender to expressing sound, particularly through toning and chanting. To various degrees, that bliss is based on the feeling and knowing that you are not limited and that you exist as unbounded beings of light. Allow sounds to come through your bodies, not just by singing specific notes, rather by allowing combinations of sound to play your bodies as if they are instruments. These sounds go beyond the logical mind. Sometimes you may fight or struggle because you have intellectualized a concept, yet cannot anchor it in its entirety into your emotional experience. By toning, your intelligent intent is transmitted on sound on carrier waves. Many forms of intelligence can communicate to the cells of your beings, bypassing the resistance to your logical minds and going directly through your bodies to your higher minds. When you tone, there is a nonverbal transmission that is communicated outwards, is beyond words. Toning can throw you into a collective of information where things suddenly become clear. It can also activate your creativity, your drive to do something or to act. Or you can feel all of a sudden that you are releasing big burdens. Most people feel very invigorated after toning. I'm not very familiar with toning. Maybe I ought to look it up. Interesting. It says specific energy rides on specific tonalities. You know, when you sing a song, that different notes combine to express the completeness of the song. Earth resonates at a frequency of 7.8 hertz. Okay. You sing toning? Oh, interesting. You tone, Avatara? Guys, you need to come up and show me how it's done. Show us how to tone. Because, let's see, Earth resonates at a frequency of 7.8 hertz. Hertz is we're at 20 today, so it's past double. When the human body is able to vibrate at the same rate, there is an incredible psychic opening and awareness. The resonance of Earth, this electromagnetic energy, is based on the complete tonality of available sound anchored on the planet. The combined sound of all cultures anchored on the planet for eons held the planet in existence and created the electromagnetic frequency of balance. Now that you are being blasted with these incredible cosmic rays, and now that the native cultures are no longer practicing sound for the most part, Earth is going through tremendous changes, is being realigned, and new patterns of electromagnetic tonalities are being expressed. There are sounds that can stimulate deterioration or regeneration of organs in the body. Sounds that are harmonious activate the body and create healing. Healing can come through intention. However, there are certain sound frequencies that remind the liver to organize into its native geometric blueprint. Okay, so it sounds like it's like a healing thing. What about the sound of a battle cry? Have you done a fire walk? When you walk on the coals, you are encouraged to let out a huge yell. The sound is used to open doorways that you then move through. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. The marching forces that brought down the walls of Jericho used sound to create a standing columnar wave, invisible to the eye. And it's funny because that song, The Walls of Jericho, that has been in my peripheral lately. Yet, like a sonic boom in effect, sound is much more important than you currently understand. Sound creates life or death, health or dis-ease. Interesting. A time will come when the children will gather and, using their unique telepathy, make silent sound. They will use their minds to create symphonies on other dimensions of existence. They will use sound internally and externally to create harmonics as light shields all over the planet. The children will gather in the hundreds and then the thousands, and they will be led into this collective image-making process. It will be a ritual set into motion as a very sacred event. While the children are doing this type of silent sounding, when the children sing, they will anchor and establish huge geometric identities that will eventually protect and govern Earth as psychic forces of thought. These geometric identities will be perhaps the higher selves of what you call the reptiles, the higher selves of many of the extraterrestrials or God forms that appear to be physical and etheric. Beyond them is geometry, and beyond that, sound. Sound is the governor of existence. The game masters employ sound, light, and geometry as basic tools for operation, and they wonder what you will do as you discover the tools of truth. The game masters. Many will awaken to the use of sound. There will be major discoveries and energy impacts using sound. If 100,000 individuals are impulsed to harmonize and allow themselves to be played harmoniously as instruments of consciousness, imagine. Everything comes from sound. Sound is a primal energy that is used to create. Sound came first. Mic drop. I mean, yeah. All of this is making total sense to me. It's like the puzzle is coming together. Yeah. I believe 144 is the frequency of those that have raised their consciousness. That's what I believe the 144,000 is, a frequency. All right, guys, that was class for the day. I'm going to go ahead and set us up for the Psonn of Orion over on Discord. If you want to join us there, if you want to come up and share what you saw as a vision in our little meditation today, impromptu meditation, I must say. If you have anything else to share, come on up and share. Now it's share time as I get us ready for the Psonn of Orion over on Discord. And if you aren't a member of the Discord, it's right there in my bio. It's free to join. I suggest if you have a laptop, it's easier to use than a phone, but some people use a phone. It's fine. All right. Where is the gate? We sing in the gate and I share the Psonn of Orion. Oh yes, absolutely, BX. The work you did there, you did while you were there. Holy cow, girl, you are so powerful. Hello, ladies.
What a fantastic day. Like, things are changing. Hello, beautifuls. How are you? I'm so happy.
How are you?
So happy to be here. And so I was called
Do you want to career in photography?
I love you guys. I feel such a connection. You know, I'd like to share a couple things. First off, let's touch on this book. And the questions that I have, I wasn't able to do the meditation as I was in the process of.
Oh, that's okay.
First Institute.
So I wasn't able to participate, so I don't have anything to share on that. If I was in a better situation, I absolutely would have, of course. But this book, okay, there's if some people joined my live when you actually joined a couple times. Well, in regards to when I was hosting a book reading, not the Urantia book, but from past life regressionist Joanna Prentice, and Stephen something or other. They have a 3-book series that goes back to Yeshua's life and the Essenes as well. And
Very cool.
I definitely want to, once I'm in a better situation, or maybe I might just, send you a book and get you to read it, because I don't know if I'm going to have time this summer. I'm so busy. But this book, it speaks the same thing, that Yeshua never died, but it speaks. Now, this is where my questions, not that I'm falsifying, I just have questions. It's opening up my bandwidth for this. So now I want to do it for you guys too. And, okay, these books that have, what's his name? He's an archangel Ezekiel, I think, is in this book. He speaks and channels through this book to Joanna and Steve. Now, through Steve, he's the channel of himself. So now they speak of Yeshua having a little sister named, I do believe, Laura. Okay, which Laura is not mentioned in this book. And this speaks of Laura. I do believe it's Laura. Yeah. Now, this book speaks of Laura being able to speak to the flowers and the plants, and they would say, "This one's good for this. You need me for right now." She would literally, she was in training all of her life for this, and she was part of Yeshua's healing when she was like, I don't know how old, but she was part of Yeshua's healing. She brought in the flowers to put over the wounds, and she said she witnessed light work being done to his head and the consciousness being raised. And then it mentioned that Yeshua and Mary actually, they adopted 2 children, which is mentioned. And they had another child. They had a child, a little girl. They conceived a child together, which is not mentioned in this book. So my questions, I'm throwing those questions out there in hopes that as a collective, we may be able to receive the answers to that. Because I truly believe in past life regression, and I truly believe that every single one of these books throw a piece into the puzzle. Like, all of it speaks to some of our knowing. But, like, how do these books tie together? Like, Yeshua's book, Joanna's books, the Archangel Ezekiel, he was saying they had to hold off on writing the second sequel, because they had to wait for another book to be written across the world that from another person. Like, it was like the archangels are orchestrating these books being put into the public at the right times. So what do you say about that? What do you guys think? It's just very interesting. No? Yeah? What do you got?
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Right?
It's definitely fascinating. There's so many books that have come to me and have expanded my mind. And like you, I don't always have the time to read them all, but I'm so interested in them. And the one I'm reading right now is really awesome. It's an astral projection book, but it's called Astral Dynamics and a New Approach to OOB Experiences, and it's by Robert Bruce. And I got it used at my local little witchy shop called Wolf Moon.
That's
and it's right down the street. The woman that runs it is absolutely amazing. She's so sweet. I've been going there for years. But it talks about in the beginning the different dimensions and the non-physical, the traditional dimensional theory, the real-time zone, and the astral dimension. And it just goes over all kinds of different perspectives. And I'm new to astral travel, so it's teaching me things that I didn't know. And there's a lot I don't know about astral travel. I did learned about it, like my daughter's been doing it for years, but just really connected with it through the Butterfly Sanctuary and James. And I was right at that point that I was ready to expand and just open up my whole psyche to it. And I had my first OOB within a few days after that. So I had only done it one other time before, and it was just so fascinating. And then a few days later after that, I had like my first real connection to the angels, and I told Opal about it, and I actually did a video. I came outside to I wanted to talk about it a little more, just because if the video does not even do it justice of how moving it was and how just otherworldly. I knew it was my mom immediately. And now the more that I think about it, it was so powerful and so strong, complete bliss all over my whole body, huge smile, tears of joy that I literally couldn't hold back. And it was so amazing. The more I think about it, I think that my sisters were both with her too, because it was so strong and so all-encompassing. Not that my mom's not strong enough to do it on her own, but the more I feel it out and the more I process, I feel like it was all three of them. So the power of three, and just really, really cool and fascinating. And it's almost like I'm channeling my mom at certain times. And I totally feel like when I came out to that thunderstorm, when I recorded the video and then went back to edit it, I literally sounded exactly like my mom. The words she uses, the sound of her voice. And when I went in the house to edit it, that's when it all hit me. And I got that touch of the angels. And sorry, my dad's going out, just started the car. But yeah, so pretty amazing, pretty life-changing, and I was so grateful, and I'm so grateful for you guys for helping me, get there, and just the support is amazing in here. And the last time I came up, I was really going through, I had just found out I have to move, and, we're still working on that. That's going to take some miracles, because I don't know how, we don't, everywhere I look for apartments and houses, you got to make 3 times the income, and I don't make 3 times the amount of rent they're asking. Some of them are $2,000. I don't make,
right?
$6,000. We need a 3-bedroom, and it's they're so expensive. It's crazy. So it's discouraging. So, I'm trying to apply for assistance and try to get some help, because I am on a budget, and, it's just difficult. But you guys lifted me up so much and truly helped me have that faith again, and just know that it's all going to work out one way or another, and divine timing, and that it's okay. It's okay to be discouraged, as long as you pick yourself back up and dust it off, So Just wanted to share that message. And the only other book I wanted to mention was I bought this book when I first started learning about manifestation, and I bought it from a woman on here. Her name is Amy Kreitz, and it's On Purpose with Purpose. And it's 365, and it's every day. It's a weekly planner, journal, and self-discovery workbook.
Nice.
So it's amazing. Like, she's amazing. This is her. And trying to remember her tag name. Flows with Love. That's it. Flows with Love. That's her tag name on here. And she's just incredible. She's also helps with, like, if you were going to write a book, she can help you get it published, etc. So I was talking to her about that because I've literally always thought of writing a book, and I have so much to write about. Yeah, just like an autobiography to start with.
Yeah, I just finished mine.
I think it would be extremely healing. Extremely healing.
Yep.
And just, alchemize a lot of the inner child work I need to do, and the shadow work I'm doing, constantly trying to work on myself and, kind of ascend those low vibrational emotions that we still go through, but I'm human, so, but I'll get there. I just wanted to say that. So thanks for listening, guys. I appreciate you all so much.
Thanks for coming up. Yeah. Amazing.
Your mother never left your side, honey. Your mother never left your side.
No, for sure. She's right there. And you know what? I got like a message that it's part of her soul journey to guide me as my angel.
Absolutely.
So she stepped into another role, and as she passed, like I said, it was beautiful. Like, I was the only one there with her, and it was such an easy transition. And I literally saw my sister that had passed. My other sister was still alive at that point. And saw my sister that had passed, and saw my nephew who had passed, and felt Jesus again, felt heaven, felt that realm. And it's so, just, you can't even describe it in words. It's so much emotion.
Yeah.
And just beautifulness that carried over for months after. And I didn't feel sad that she was gone for months after. So, I mean, I still, of course, I'm sad. Of course, it's part of my journey, my grief journey, and learning how to cope with that. But it was so beautiful, and I'm so grateful for that, because it was just amazing. And I was also there when my sister passed, my other sister. So that was, my mom passed in February, my brother-in-law in October, and then my sister in December.
Wow.
So it was 3 last year, and it was a tough year. But yeah, so I'm just grateful that I know they're there. I know my ancestors are there, and feeling my spirit guides so much lately, and like feeling the weight of them, the pressure on my shoulders, not in a negative way, just like in awareness, and that they're there. We're here to guide my higher self, here to guide. Any questions, they're there, and starting to hear those whispers and those answers, and getting visions of my dreams and when I'm awake. So, but when we did the exercise, I saw a Merkaba and I saw Mother Mary, and I kept wondering why I kept seeing and feeling Mary. And now that everything you said today, I'm like, okay, that makes so.
You're part of the Magdalene line.
Totally.
You feel it.
Totally feel that. Totally accept and am grateful for that, because I put on my Mary little blessed charm, and this cross my mother bought before she even passed, and never wore it, I don't think. She mentioned it to me, and then she just got really sick. So I forgot about it. And I was going through her belongings, and I found it, and I was like, oh my God, because this little piece of glass in the center, I'll have to read again about it. It's called Roma jewelry, but there's a piece of glass in here from the church. I think that they believe was on the spot. Either he was crucified or was born, and I can't remember, so I'll have to look it up again. But I was like, oh wow, that's cool. Like, that's powerful. So I was like, only my mom would find something beautiful like that, you know? So just so grateful for it. I got all her jewelry, and it's so special to me. So yeah, but thank you for listening, you guys. I appreciate you. And I hope you all.
I love you, sister. Good to have you here.
I love you all. Bye.
Yeah, I just want to say something, guys. Not all Pleiadians are light. Not all Arcturians are light. Not all you can't clump light and dark into groups because it just doesn't happen. Not all Masons are dark. Some are light. So, that just needs to be said, because like in my reading with Forest Fairy, my very first reading, there was a lot of Mason symbols in it. And I was like, where does that come from? Well, some are not dark. And I just wanted to put that out there.
I don't believe anything is all
exactly.
Well, I can't say.
Yeah.
You have to have it's all duality. Because, there's always a flip side to everything. And it's just a matter of how much. Okay, of how much each, because I really think there are maybe a few beings that are completely all dark. But they still have like just a small spark of light.
You're funny, Trina.
Really, they do have a small spark because I don't think anything can be all of one or the other. They still have a glimmer of something else in them, So, and it's just a matter of whether they act upon it or not, are willing to, the light to make it grow or not. That's just a matter of personal choice.
I made a guided meditation to ignite our fire. It doesn't take like 5 minutes or anything. It just takes like 2 minutes of your time if you guys down with it.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So let's just start the moment and get into in ourselves. Here we go. Sit or lie down comfortably. Okay. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Let your body begin to relax. Let go of the beginning of your day. You are here now in this space. There is only you and your fire. Feel the weight of your body grounding you to the earth. Notice your breath rising and falling, steady like a flame. Now imagine a warm glow in your belly. A tiny spark at your core. With every breath, that spark grows. Brighter, bolder. It becomes a flicker. Then a flame as big as you want it. It spreads through your chest, your heart, your throat. A fire that fuels your truth and your bold expression. I'm gonna say some of these affirmations, and if they feel comfortable to you, repeat after me softly in your mind or aloud. I am a force in nature, wild, untamed, and radiant. My fire lights the way for myself and others. I burn away fear. I rise in courage. I trust my instincts. My intuition leads me to magic. I express myself boldly without apology. I am the spark. I am the magnetic surge. I am the storm. But remember, I didn't start. Now, picture yourself standing in an open space, a desert, a mountaintop, a glowing city, wherever feels alive to you. It's open. The wind moves through you. The fire inside responds. You are dancing with life, unpredictable, fierce, and free. You laugh, you move, you shine. In this place, you make bold choices without fear. You know you are a magnet when you are fully yourself. Here's the ending. Begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Feel your feet, feel your hands, the rise of your breath. You carry this fire with you now. It lives always inside you, always ready. When you are ready, gently open your eyes, take one last breath, and know you are fire, you are free, and you are fierce. I'm done.
Love that.
That is beautiful. I'm telling you.
Activating the flames.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, the flames. Mine it started off as, of course, the
Hello,
red,
beautiful
orange,
angel.
yellow, and then it went to violet, and then it went to green. And I could see green, nothing but green behind me, behind my eyes and around me. And I tell you, I saw myself in the halls of a mentee. We were talking about that today, and I guess maybe that triggered something, but I see, it was just amazing. I mean,
hey, Brandy.
I can't hardly describe. It was just swirls of energy. I mean, the sacred geometry everywhere. They had crystals there. They had these beautiful pillars of gold, and it was just amazing. It was amazing. That was so powerful. And even when I closed my eyes, I could see green now, and that's absolutely beautiful. That tells me that connected to the emerald crystal heart. With that, that's definitely what that's telling me. And that was beautiful. I tell you, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I've really started to remember things, my missions and stuff at night. And this is just it's an amazing thing for me, because I've tried so hard to remember, and I'm finally able to. I mean, I've remembered about a lot of other things, but that was one thing. I would get glimpses of it, but not remember the whole thing, and it's just an amazing feeling. It really is. That's all, really. Yeah, but I do want to say about my daughter. She, poor thing, she just is so pitiful right now. I mean, when I hear her as sick as she's getting, I'll be on the phone with her, just, trying to help her feel better when she starts in there throwing up and everything else. And it breaks my heart to hear it. I mean,
is it morning sickness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, bad, really bad. I've never hurt any baby. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty, that have a real difficult time. But, from what I understand too, this child is very high vibrational. And that's one thing that is causing some of this because of her body trying to accommodate the frequency. And, I think maybe some of these new babies that coming in, other people might be having.
They're powerful little things, these babies that are coming in, I'll tell you.
Yeah, they are.
But they're very protected.
Yes, they are. Oh, that baby is so protected. Got dragons, angels, angelic beings, and even elven beings around it. I mean, I tell you, the pictures I brought out when I mirrored the image of her, when they did the, what you call it, I always forget the name of that.
Ultrasound.
And thank you. And it was just amazing. And I mean, out of a black and white photo, I continued to edit it, and I brought purple out of a black and white photo. Now, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. But and also, what April was talking about, the book that had Catherine. For those of y'all who don't know, Catherine is my higher self, and Catherine has led April to a lot of other Catherine books.
Yeah.
And it's just
keep running into Catherine's.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so it's a special thing every time we hear of a book that has Catherine with it. It really does touch my heart. It still amazes me. It really does. I mean, I'm in amazement on how many of them. And I'm just so grateful. I'm just very grateful. I'm grateful for everybody in here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ms.
Have a beautiful day, Paradise.
Yes,
love
you
you.
too. I'm sorry, Paradise. I didn't even see you. I love you. A lot of times when I'm on the live, I'm just looking out, especially when I'm sitting out here like this. I'm just looking at the sky and stuff. So I don't see a lot of comments. But you take it easy. But yeah, that's really. I mean, there's just so. I tell you. There's just so many things that are coming up. One thing I wanted to ask, I don't know about y'all, I wanted to ask about some of the names. I think I'm going to do that I have had down through my lifetimes. You know what I mean? And just make a list of them. I mean, I think that would be amazing, and to see all the different ones together.
Never thought about that. My last one was, my French life was like Alana or Alina.
Yeah,
Alina
right.
something, yeah.
Right? I mean, so many of it, and I would like to see how similar, a lot of us would be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, interesting.
I think that would be amazing. I think that's what I'll do this afternoon. But, yeah, I'm just so grateful today.
Hey,
really
Tammy.
I'm just very grateful for today and for everybody that I have in my life and everything.
I'm grateful for every day I get to open my eyes and be with you guys.
Absolutely. And I got two of these little blackbirds out here today. I've seen three blackbirds, excuse me. Of course, three. I haven't seen my ravens today, though. I've been seeing them regularly. They'll come. One has been coming and he'll land in this tree that's right here and talk to me for a while, and then he'll fly off.
He's snake up here with his tambourine.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. I need to.
All right. Hey, Ben. Hi. Morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. I liked how you shared your stuff. That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I love how we just share our feelings on here, just express ourselves. It's a wonderful thing.
It's always good. It's always good to hear, what some other people are going through, or or what they're feeling, things that they might have seen or felt, because I think a lot of it, we're all tied together. So there's a lot of others that might be going through some of the same things.
I was mowing my lawn yesterday, and at the end of mowing the lawn, I was getting tired. Like, I was like dragging my ass mowing the lawn. And I started singing the Psonn of Orion, and I got some energy coming. I'm telling you, I finished my lawn and I was like skipping. But so, yeah. Yeah. So use the Psonn of Orion during the day when you're doing things. If you doing dishes or, yeah. Yep, it brings you energy. It like fires you up.
Gets you that tone thing you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, toning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that's what was like toning was,
I think, I think that like somebody else said, it's, a matter of harmonizing together. And I think with all of our different voices and everything, even though we're trying to hit the same tones, we all have different frequencies.
Yes, yes.
So I think, and in different threads. So I think those get woven together when we sing together, and that creates something different. You know what I mean? Because all of us together, when it's put together, it creates something different and unique, to us. And I think that's an amazing thing.
That's a good point. And I don't know. Sometimes movies speak hidden messages. There's this movie with Vin Diesel called The Witch Hunter.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, the whole premise behind the of the witch was conspiring with them chanting all together.
Yeah.
A certain frequency to be able to do stuff. And that's kind of like what you're talking about. And I think once we get the gathering going, an actual physical gathering, and we do come to this frequency, that it could be magical, correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely we're gonna sing the Psonn of Orion when we gather. Even doing it this way, it makes a huge difference.
I just got chills thinking about that, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, for real. I just got
movies
chills.
And music. Yeah. Disclosure.
Wow. And what would even add more to it, depending on the location that we
It is magical.
gather. That right there, because that has the energy itself.
Bell Rock just came to my mind. I swear we need to go there.
Right?
Sedona, Bell Rock.
I keep hearing Mount Shasta too.
Yeah, Mount Shasta.
Yeah.
Right there with Telos.
Right? And I can just see this.
Hello, guys.
I can just see us in a huge circle. It's 11.
It's time.
Okay.
Song of Orion. I have to run to another room than Ray.
Here we go.
Every day.
Omega Patuma, Omega Patuma, Patuma Edita Ekuma, Omega Patuma, Tretila Idurma, Tretila Idurma, Durna Ekenta Ekuma. Omega Patuma, Omega Patuma, Omega Patuma, Patuma Edita Ekuma, Omega Ipatuma Tretila Idurna Tretila Idurna Durna Ekanta Ekama Omega Ipatuma Omega Ipatuma Omega Ipatuma Patuma Ekita Ekama Omega Ipatuma Tila Idurna Tretila Idurna Durna Ekanta Ekama Omega Ipatuma
Amazing. I love it.
Hey,
And that just gave me chills. I'm telling you. It did. It gave me chills.
I think we're coming in behind the group here in Discord.
Love it so much.
Somebody was singing it good, but I couldn't keep up.
There's a line going to the sky right now.
Thank you, Flower Power and Teresa and Trina over there in Discord singing along.
All I
Everybody
do is
plays.
come. I can't
PC
sing that
plays.
song. I don't know. I'm gonna learn it really quick. I try to go along with the main group, but it sounds like we're behind on Discord.
Yes. I love you guys. I want
Everybody
to
sounds
have a
awesome.
beautiful
Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. My
Love
soul
you
knows
all.
your soul angels, and I love you.
Hey, Butterfly, can I hang out real quick with you?
Yeah.
Can you hear this
Hi,
okay?
Teresa.
I just wanted to push.
Bye-bye.
I just want to see if you guys
Bye,
can hear
sweetie.
this.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear that your tambourine.
Well, I was wondering if you could hear the play, because if I could play the Psonn of Orion and it all together at the same decibels, it would all equal the same decibels. It'd sound a lot better for you guys.
Yeah,
Is that clear?
I can hear it.
Loud, too low? Does it need to be louder? Does it need to be less loud?
Can you guys hear that? I think I can hear it.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure like the volume is okay. And do you think we could be able to sing over that still?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, cool. All right. Just want to make sure because I could start that and do the drum and the tambourine and everything. So that way I can actually catch a beat because I have a hard time being on beat when you do it your way with all of us. So that way that's why I always come in like all awkwardly sometimes.
No worries. Yep.
But yeah, no, we'll try it out. And if I'm not around, you obviously do that. But I keep telling my son, I don't like putting him off, but I think I have to do it myself here. But we're just gonna try to get a recording of it all together, and then if you want to play it, and I'm not over there, you can like literally just play it whenever you want.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So anyway, okay. Thanks for listening.
No worries. Have a beautiful day, darling.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. And there we go. There we go.